my main motivation, for bodybuilding in general was watching those golden era guys and presenting that masterpiece, that painting you've been working on to the audience. Because I feel like, although the sport of bodybuilding in the open has changed, right? Like at least in the NPC, it's more about the freak factor. But that's also why we're lucky and why everyone loves the classic physique, is because they brought that aspect back where it's not the biggest and the freakiest guy winning. It's the guy who looks the most eye appealing. It's that body that you want to have, not the one you can't say, man, that's crazy. That's something that we won't see anywhere else, right? That's the freak factor. But with the classic physique, it's like, man, that's I want to look like that. And so
It's more.
when I, yeah, exactly. And so when I would watch, like, um, Arnold in them, and this is even before I was fit or anything, because I was very fat at the beginning. Um, I grew up as a fatty kid, you know, eating everything, all the candy and everything. My grandpa had spoiled me growing up, and then in high school, I got in shape because I played basketball and I loved basketball. But then I remember my junior year, we had moved from the house we were renting. My family had moved out, and we had to move to a secluded apartment complex. And all my friends and everyone that I used to play outside with, I didn't have anymore. So I really fell off. I went back to being an unhealthy, obese guy. I grew up very obese, and then I had one and a half year where I was very, athletic build type of thing. Playing basketball. And then my senior year, by the end of my high school graduation, I was 250, and not in a good way either. And and I think when I went to Fresno State and I discovered they have an indoor basketball facility, I lost a lot of weight. I think I fell down to probably like 180, I think, at that time. No weight training, nothing, just a lot of cardio. And and then I ran into my friends that I met at the gym, and I'm like, man, like these guys, like, they look cool. And then they got me into weightlifting, and obviously a lot of trial and error from there, right? Like, dirty bulk, extreme cuts, a lot of things along these years where it's just a lot of learning. And I think that's something a lot of people run away from, is learning. Uh, Give it a try. If don't speculate, like actually give it a try. Like, a lot of people will be, oh no, I heard that doesn't work. Oh, I read that doesn't work. Okay, well, maybe not for them. Why don't you try and then see if it works for you, right? That's what bodybuilding is. It is a lot of trial and error. If a certain exercise is not showing you the results you want, what do? You change that exercise.